I'm going to do a cheeky thing whilst we're on the stoplights. Take my jacket off because my goodness, it's warm. Oh. Okay, sorted. Got away with it. Thankfully these lights have got, it's a cross section, so when we're on stop, the cars on the left go, and then after that the cars on the right go. It's not like both left and right go at the same time, they don't. So that's why I thought I'll take advantage of the lights, get that job done. Oh, so just round the corner from the train station, say hi to Gwen, take her for a bit of a drive, and then we'll go and see Mike at the gallery. Okay, Gwen and I are now in the car on the way to go and see Miles. So this is Gwen, and we're going to go and see Miles. He's the bloke who I teach with sometimes, so I'll film a little bit of Miles at his house, and then hopefully you'll be seeing me finish off one or maybe even two paintings this evening. It's always great to catch up with Miles. Now, I left out the conversation we were having. I just wanted to cover the fact that we were all meeting, and Gwen's never met Miles before, so I thought it'd be really nice to introduce them. I first met Miles in, I think it was 2018, just before the pandemic, and I started going to life drawing classes that he would host there. I loved it. It was so much fun, and I didn't get taught by him, but I heard him teach other people, and we would chat after the class. I'd stay afterwards, and he'd show me that he played saxophone, talked about music a bit, and then talked about art theory quite a lot. So we got along great. It was really nice, and I've been teaching alongside Miles for a little while this year, and I think we're now coming up with different ideas for what to do later this year, which I'm looking forward to. It's always great. He's got a lovely studio, and the life drawing classes he used to hold were amazing there, and I'm hoping that he will continue with that. I think that's the idea that we're working on, but there's a couple of things that we're going to be doing together, so hopefully I will be able to show you glimpses of a couple of different projects. But yeah, it was just nice to visit. It's always nice to pop round and see him and what he's up to. He's got two sweet cats as well. They're really nice. And yeah, the classes that he was holding after the pandemic that I was helping teach with are different than the ones that I used to attend when I met him in 2018. Since the pandemic, he lost his wife, sadly, not from COVID, and she was lovely, Pippa. She was great. She used to film the videos for the promotion, so I'll show one of the videos now whilst I'm talking. But also, it was nice to go and visit him. I showed him that I'd started drawing with both hands at the same time, and he found that quite interesting. So when I'm there with him when he's teaching, and I'm teaching alongside him, he'll sometimes get me to do a demonstration of drawing with both hands, which is good fun. And I do like playing with ideas like that sometimes, just to let people know you can push to a different type of drawing. Okay, so as you've just seen, this is part of a 100-day art challenge, and everything's gone a little bit out of order, you know, in the chronological sense. So this would have been the third installment of, or third submission of the challenge. And if you see my Instagram account, which I will link in the description, that has the order that I uploaded the submissions. But because I was making so many videos and then I had work and interviews and other things to do, I never produced and edited the videos and uploaded them in time. So these are from a while ago. So instead what I decided to do was to upload a video about being 20 subscribers away from, or about 20 subscribers away from 1,000, which I'm excited to hit a 1,000 subscriber mark on my channel. And then that was completely out of sequence, and then I thought for the next day I'll do another fun, fairly recent submission, which was a digital doodle that I'd done. It was really scribbly and messy and lazy, but I thought it'll be fun to upload because I don't really do digital stuff very often, so I thought it won't hurt to share that. And then I thought I'd need to really go through these in chronological order. Then I went to the folders that I have, because I've put all of the recorded files into folders, and this, instead of being number 3, was number 60, and I think it's because it was attached to another submission that I'd made, so it's going to be completely out of sequence, but it doesn't really matter what order I did them in. At some point it's going to kick into a closer order to what the images were made, so it might make more sense, because I'm hoping that at some point it'll show a progression in experimentation and concept, but for the time being it's just going to be whatever I can find and edit that I think will be an interesting video for you. I find these things kind of fun to play around with, because it's a drawing from imagination that I'm playing with. There's no model or reference for this drawing that I'm doing, and I just thought it's scribbly and messy. It's a good opportunity to start to introduce different media to the surface, because I'm not very good at doing that. If I start an ink drawing, I usually finish it off as ink only, and I really find it hard just to introduce pencil. In fact, I no longer even do a pencil under drawing. I only do ink right from the beginning, or if I do a pencil drawing, it's pencil from the start to the finish. So everything is pretty constrained like that. I've put these restrictions on myself, and now I'm hoping to experiment and break out of them a little bit, and I have done before. It's not my first time doing it. It's just so unnatural for me to do it that I have to force myself to not do it, to not do the normal pattern of start to finish with one instrument. Anyway, so that's all just to say that is why this was a scribbly drawing like it is, and as quick as it was, is because I wanted to try and experiment a little bit more. And from this point onwards, I don't really continue. I start to do my normal, right, I'm doing a watercolour, so it's going to be watercolour from start to finish, and I won't even have a drawing under the watercolour painting or an oil painting, because I've started using oil more often. I've done a couple of acrylic paintings that could be interesting for you to see, but otherwise I'm not experimenting that much at the moment, and I've still got lots to do for the rest of this challenge. I'm currently, as much as you're watching probably the 5th video I think I've put up for the challenge, I'm currently at something like 55, 56, maybe 57, I'm not too sure. I'm somewhere up there, getting towards 60. So I've got lots left to do, and I am going to complete the challenge, even though it's not been every day. I've skipped weeks before between doing one day and the next one. There's been, a fortnight gap between the two, but I've been busy. I've been really busy. It's mainly been interviews, but it's also been bits of filming for a gallery, and then certain events that I go and attend and film at for other things that have happened, and I try to include little bits of those in the day that I'm presenting to you for these videos, so you might be able to see parts of that, hopefully anyway, because those are fun. It's all art related, so I think it's relevant, but I'm not sure how much I've included in the folders that I've numbered for the challenge. Either way, hopefully it's going to continue in quite an interesting direction, because learning oil has been really valuable for me, and I'm going to do more of that, but I'm going to try to make it more complicated. What I'm looking forward to is finishing the challenge and then being able to do longer, more difficult oil paintings than one which I finish in a day. So that's what I'm aiming for soonish, hopefully. And then what you're watching now is Gwen, Mike and I just driving around and having a bit of a laugh and a chat. Gwen's telling us currently about how the way that I'm filming everything at the moment reminds her of Andy Warhol and how he started that off, and he was quite a comedic figure with how he would have an entourage with him. He'd go around and film going to McDonald's and filming people's feet, and he's the one who apparently coined the phrase 15 minutes of fame, or everyone will have their 15 minutes of fame, or something like that. I think he predicted that it'd be a future occurrence. So Gwen's always great with seeing the references that occur for other things like this, like what I'm trying to do at the moment. So it was really interesting and really nice to see Mike as well, and to pop into his gallery / workshop. So it was a lovely day. It feels like years ago now, but it wasn't actually that long ago. But yeah, great fun as always.